Is it too loud?
Shut the fuck up.
Why though? Hosted by Certain.
What's up, gamers? We're finally back. I'm sorry that it took like 2 months, but here's the 5th episode. I came back from the convenience store, and guess what I brought with me? I brought back 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 weebs. Are you excited?
I am.
Yeah, maybe.
Yo.
That was a rhetorical question, but anyway, let's get into it. I'm sorry, but our co-host Ace, he couldn't make it this time. It kind of sucks because like he's also kind of a pretty big weeb too. So anyway, we got some like.
It's actually his birthday soon.
I thought it was today.
Oh, is it?
I'm pretty
Oh,
sure
it's.
like
Are you going
17th
to
or
his
something.
party?
Yes.
It was yesterday. It was.
Oh, okay.
Who do you invite?
I was invited.
We are.
Sick invite.
Alright, weebs.
Let's go.
Time for the anime.
Yeah. This is very. This got very awkward. Right. Okay, let's just get into it, guys. So, started off, I just wanted to really know you guys' general experiences with it. Like, what have you watched?
With anime.
What have you been watching? What are you watching right now? Yeah, your general experiences.
Yeah, so like, Declan, I reckon you should go first.
Right. Well, I've been watching Fairy Tail at the moment. In the past, I've only been really watching adventure, sort of like friendship bonding sort of shows, I guess. And yeah, and like dark sort of themes portrayed throughout all of them. But yeah. Anyone else? Next. That's a short summary of what I watch.
So you've gotten into like adventure and stuff.
Adventure, action, usual shonen stuff.
Alright, so yeah, so me, I'm a literal noob at anime. I've only literally just got into it about a month and a bit ago. And the thing that like brought me into it was the movie called Your Name. It's like, it's a beautiful movie, you know what I mean? It's got that romance, and
Beautiful
ever since I've watched it, yeah, it's beautiful. And
Beautiful.
I actually looked down on anime before, and the moment I saw Your Name, I saw it when my sister was watching it. I was actually in the middle of teasing her, saying, haha, you watch anime? I watched 5 seconds into it, and I'm just like, oh shit, this seems interesting. So I watched it,
like
and yeah, and I've gotten
Became
into
the
the
very
romance.
thing he swore to destroy.
He came into the light.
Yeah, so I'm more into like romance and sort of slice of life, as Miguel told me the genre was called. And yeah, now on to Miguel, who's probably the most OG of anime here.
Okay. Because I'm probably gonna have to make this short because my story is very long. I've been watching anime for almost a decade now, and I started off with the OG 90s stuff like mecha, sci-fi, and stuff. So I've been watching like Gundam and all those OG mecha stuff. Of course, over the years, I've been changing and adapting my tastes in anime. So right now, I watch about anything. To be fair, so any seasonal stuff that comes out every year, I watch. So yeah. So Dominic, yeah, Domino's.
Yeah.
Dominoes.
Well, I started watching anime like in year 8 actually, when I was introduced to Attack on Titan. So, I didn't watch the actual anime, but like a almost side version style, almost, of Attack on Titan, which was Attack on Titan Junior High. I liked it, obviously, but at this time, I didn't really watch.
What genre was it? Like, what was it about?
I mean, so how would you just action?
Action,
Cherryman.
thriller, could be anything to be facts.
Yeah.
Yeah. Sorry.
Oh no, sorry. Junior High is a comedy.
Yeah, it's a comedy.
The
It's a comedy.
parody of the original anime.
Mm.
That's what
Is it made by the same studio though?
Mm,
So I'm not sure about that.
So it's
Yeah,
kind of
that's
like a self-parody.
Well, yeah. At the start of year 8, yeah, I started watching that, and I was just coming into the world of anime, so to speak, and Miguel and Simon at the time were also watching it, so yeah, that was pretty cool. And then after that, I started watching Ace Attorney. Like I'm sure some of you guys are aware of the game. Are aware of the game.
I'm not.
Well,
Right there.
sorry. Yeah. Okay. So I watched that series, and yeah, by out of all the animes that I've watched, I've only completed like the series, those 2 ones.
Those two.
Yeah, I don't watch.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you see, I don't watch a lot of anime, so
Yeah. By this time, I probably would have gotten through more anime than you.
yeah, you most likely
Since
have.
year 8. Wow.
Yeah,
Oh my
but
goodness.
like the animes that I've watched so far, I've only like just touched on them almost. But yeah, that's me with anime.
Hmm.
In fact, like I didn't really. I was almost. I didn't know much about. Sorry, I didn't know much about anime. In primary, right? And I had this classmate who was he
A full
literally
weeb.
like not I want to say a weeb, like she was into the art, right? And she
It's
drew
the art.
she drew such great artwork. Yeah, shout out to Emily.
From your
So
old school, primary.
yeah, primary.
Oh,
Wow.
that's cute.
Yeah.
Still in contact with her?
No, of course not. Of course not. In fact,
Oh,
yeah,
Rip.
yeah.
that's
But other than
unlucky.
that, Attack on Titan is the only anime that I have, you know, like stayed up to date with. Like the story is great and everything, and it's the only thing that kept my anime live. You can say going.
He's watched High School of the Dead. High School of the Dead.
Like I almost
Of
forgot about that.
course.
I almost forgot about that. Yeah, High School of the Dead is another anime that I watched and completed.
I've only seen snippets of that series.
You actually
And
watched it?
Me, yeah.
Oh my gosh.
what's it about?
Yeah, Dominic.
Zombie apocalypse.
Domino's,
A
give us
zombie.
Domino's, give us
Very
a
worded.
Yeah. So
What's
pretty
the plot?
much
summary of.
apocalypse type of thing, zombies. So it's pretty much zombie. There was a zombie outbreak. I think you should say that, but yeah. So basically, we follow the adventures of these students who's trying to, I guess, fight for their lives against this. And
You're trying to
there
make
is
it
a
sound like some kind of like grand tale.
I wouldn't
Just-
call it
just-
a grand. I wouldn't call it a grand tale.
Just the way you're wording it kind of makes it seem like a grand tale. When we all know what you're
I'm-
talking about.
I'm
We all
trying-
know
I'm
what
trying
you're
to
talking
hide
about.
it. People- I'm trying, but yeah, like the only way it got its not. I guess the animation style is what made it famous. Like PewDiePie did a review on one of the scenes. Like you guys are aware about the Sniper Alley thing, where
Yeah.
the physics
Yes,
defining
yes.
boob physics and all
The
that.
boob physics.
Sorry,
Yeah,
Domino's.
you-
I'd like to argue that it's actually the fan service that made it popular, not the art style. All the
Fan service art style. Yeah.
inverted and etchy things made it popular.
Objection. I agree.
Oh, that's
Didn't
objection.
I agree as well.
Objection.
Oh shit! Sorry.
I'm
But,
sorry, but you trying to make it out as something that isn't what it is when it is what it is. It's kind of weird, Mr. Domino's. Sustained overruled.
Wow.
So
does Matthew have anything to talk about his experience, or is he just muted?
Did he just?
Yeah, so quite sorry. My name's Matthew. I've been on the show before.
Yes, he has.
So I actually started watching anime in like year 5, I think I started with Fairy Tail actually, but then like I don't know,
Yeah.
I stopped at like episode 200. I watched like other typical shonen manga. Oh, sorry, anime. Stuff like Naruto, One Piece. I think one of them was like called like Shaman King. That's the basic ones. And then I don't know, during high school, beginning of high school, I just stopped. I don't know, maybe I just got out of it. And it's actually only until recently I got back into it. The one that I'm watching right now, Cowboy Bebop, pretty popular. But the one that got me back into it again was called Samurai Champloo. My type of anime, I don't know, I'd say more of like story-driven ones. And not, yeah, I just say that's my preference.
Mm.
Cool, cool.
Well,
Yeah. So,
Excerpted.
What is Exerden's story?
um, just before we continue here, I'll see Matthew, since he's not really the biggest kind of anime fan, he'll be coming on mostly on the second half, and you'll see what we'll talk about when you get there. Yeah. Anyway, what was your question again?
What was your life? How is your journey in anime so far?
It's a,
How did it
Experience.
start? Your experiences?
it's an interesting one, to be fair. It's kind of opposite of yours, Morton, because I started off because I was friends with Ace for like the longest time. It was just me and him, kind of best friends, whatever. And I think I was kind of into anime before I became friends with him, but like it was just like boosted along because he was into it also, and so we just kind of like meshed off each other in that, and we like recommended each other series and stuff. And along the way, we also picked up these other weebs with us right now. Um, but it's kind of fun actually, and I've got some fun memories back when he was at our school before he transferred over to another one. But I've like I recently I've kind of like stopped watching and or reading because I used to read a lot manga, but I've kind of stopped recently. But I'm getting back into it because you guys, like Martin especially, started talking about it again. It's become kind of like this thing in our class right now. So kind of interesting seeing how different like our experiences with anime were. It's
Mm.
Yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
and how like opposite it was too. But yeah. Also, if you're gonna ask me what I've watched and or read, I can't remember. Just like if
I
you,
mean, JoJo's.
yeah, if you name something, I'll probably like remember it. But
I reckon I can list all the things, all the anime that I've watched in order from your name because
that's a bit
I don't
concerning.
know.
Just
Yeah.
kidding.
Would
Just
you
kidding.
like
I
me
mean,
to
Too
name
funny.
it?
we only did start this year, so I'm not
Yeah.
surprised.
Why did it actually start like what, a month ago?
To
True.
one and a half or something.
Well, let's go round down, guys.
Cherryman, how many have you watched?
Me?
Who?
No, Cherryman.
I
Sorry.
okay.
me, I'm still counting. I'm still counting. I'm on like 70 something at the moment.
Oh my goodness.
That's a lot of
Holy
hours.
shit.
Like I said, I've been doing this for like a decade now. So
He's a professional.
Professionals have standards.
yes.
True.
Yeah, okay, Martin, I feel like a dog. Okay, you go. Tell us how much anime you watch.
Oh my god. Okay, so like from the start was technically 2 years ago. 2 years ago is when Your Name came out, and when my sister watched it. All I remember was that it was. I just remember that it was a really good movie, and only recently it was the most random thing. In music class, we were supposed to do a viva. So basically, we choose two songs of some sort of similarity, and we compare them using the concepts of music. And we were supposed to choose a culture, and I just randomly decided to do Japanese because I wanted to compare Dame Dayo with something else. Bakamitai, that was it's called. Yeah. And I just looked back through all the um, suggested songs from Bakamitai, and I saw this orchestra version of Your Name. It's where like they play the full song on an orchestra live in front of the screen with like with the same scenes from the movie playing, and it's like really like there's like a lot of cinematography, and I just watched it for 10 minutes and it just gave me nostalgia from the time I watched it years ago, and I just decided to watch it again. And I found out that there was a similar movie of the same studio, and it was in the same world of Your Name, called Weathering with You. That was the second movie that I've watched that was anime, and from then on, I told myself, all right, it's okay to watch these movies because like why not? They're pretty good. So Exertin gave me the movie of A Silent Voice to watch. It was pretty emotional, and it was sort of romance related as well. And then after that was when I told Cherryman that I was getting into I was getting into anime. And then and then he told me, I told him that I saw this TikTok, and I was telling him how like it looked pretty cool, and then he told me the exact anime, and then he said it was pretty good, so I watched it. It was called Quintessential Quintuplets, and then right after that, I couldn't control it. I kind of just went to the most famous anime series at that time, which was Rascal Doesn't Want a Bunny Girl Senpai. And then after that, straight away, I went to what was it? I just went straight into Darling in the Franxx, or Rent a Girlfriend. Yes, and then I went straight after that. I went to Darling in the Franxx, and I finished it just 2 days ago, actually, which is the ending was great.
You
And then
finished
now
that
I've
thing in
started.
2 whole days, didn't you?
Yeah, and no, I had to take like a week or two off because of exams, but I continued straight after when I got home from extension math.
So really, you finished it in 3 days, almost.
Yeah, I
Well,
guess.
yes, but
3
technically
days
no.
watching time. 3 days watching time.
Whoa.
And then I'm 3 episodes into Your Lie in April, and here I am now. It has been quite a journey.
Also, did you call the silent voice only a
I'm joking,
little
I'm
bit
joking.
emotional? Yeah, that's nice, Martin. Yeah, how many
Yo,
how about you, Dexter? What
Um,
have you watched?
well, yeah, I watched like around like 20 over the last couple, like 2 years. Yeah, 2 years, and yeah, like I first started in year 9. Yeah, 9. Actually, Cherryman introduced like the idea of anime toward me, but I never really wanted to try it. And then I came it was actually in a music class. I was with this like a guy in the year above. He recommended this anime called Hunter x Hunter, and I started watching.
Was that
It was
Michael?
kind of dry. Nah, it was actually Cyril, but
oh wow,
yeah.
Oh.
yeah, I get that.
Oh, okay.
As I watched and stuff, I got like into it, and it got really addicting. I ended up just watching the whole like 150 episodes in like the remainder of that like week, and then I was like, "Oof, that was a really good anime." Like the themes in it, like friendship and like, things like that, like just like really connected at the time, especially. But it was a good wholesome anime.
Isn't it more comedy based?
It has comedy in it. It has a little bit of everything in it. Like I'm pretty
So
sure like,
it's like
it's just like it was pretty evenly balanced in the genres within
it
it.
was suggested to me as well.
But like the main theme was like friendship in a sense. Like I feel like the main thing was like friendship. But
Has Hunter x
pardon,
Hunter ended yet? Has
pardon, what
Hunter
was
x
that?
Hunter ended yet? Has Hunter x Hunter ended yet?
No, it hasn't.
wow.
There was a manga series that was released, but for the next season. But I haven't read through that. I don't know. I'd rather watch the anime to be honest.
Fair enough.
Benny, help. And then from there, I went to like really large animes like Bleach and Reborn, like 300 episodes each, and yeah, I kind of just grinded those. They're like the same similar themes like action, adventure, friendship, these like flowing themes of like that, and then like Exertin introduced me to JoJo's and things like that, and I skimmed through those, but like I didn't really find super interest in them. Like they're pretty good,
I'm still
Like-
salty that he didn't get past part 3 of JoJo's, my guy.
Yeah, well, was very repetitive. Like it was just like what happens. Like Jojo makes another new like
I'm telling you,
stand
dude,
and
it
things. Like,
improves
this is the
after
same.
part 4.
I didn't.
I'm telling you, it improves after part 4, bro. I'm telling you, part 4 is good. I'm telling you.
Yeah, but like I've watched things like Attack on Titan, like Domino's watched. I've watched many of the others that others have watched. Yeah, they were pretty good. And yeah, that's pretty much what I've
Do you have a
gone
count
through.
on how many you've watched?
Pardon?
Do you have a number on how many you've
Number
watched?
It's like 21. If you include like things like Pokemon, Digimon, Yu-Gi-Oh, I've watched a lot.
Finished or
Yeah, I actually watched them young, like going through primary and stuff, but
oh,
I
damn.
never really like considered them animes.
Rookie
Nice.
numbers.
Yeah, but that's pretty much what I watch.
I feel bad. Cherryman, the professional anime watcher, is looking down on us from his mighty throne of 70+ animes watched.
You make
Well,
that
Scott-
100 now. I've counted 100.
Oh my
Oh my
gosh!
goodness.
Mix, what's
Wow.
going through your head right now?
Oof.
I've probably wasted a lot of time in my life.
Yeah,
I'll just say that
probably.
now.
Invested.
Probably.
Wow. Is it worth it?
Yes.
I reckon it would be. Because I've only been into it for like 1.5 months, and I feel like I could watch this shit for the rest of my life.
You probably would.
I
'cause you're
probably would.
now. So
In your late 40s watching
There's
anime.
no reason for me to stop. You know, I'd rather these sort of series than Hollywood series like I don't know, like Vampire Diaries. I've heard of that. Like I would choose a second season of Darling in the Franxx than watch a Netflix original.
Not gonna lie, a lot of American teen drama TV shows are kind of very cringe.
Yeah.
That I
agree with
can
that.
agree on.
Sorry?
I'd agree.
I agree with so much with you.
Fair enough.
Hmm.
Well, we've been recording for 24.5 minutes already. That went by quick.
Let's do it. Let's do another.
Let's transition into the second part before we forget, and it goes over 30 already.
Okay.
So,
Okay.
like, okay, you guys have been watching for a long time, but like, how has it impacted you as a person in real life? I mean, I just want to really discuss this, as like I remember stating earlier that I have a lot of fond memories. How about you guys?
Ooh.
start with Jolly Shag.
Jolly. Okay. As I said, it's only been a short time, and I don't know, like how what's your question? Like, how's it affected my?
Yeah, how's it affected you? Has it like changed how you act? How has it like changed your outlook on life? Although that is very extreme, I don't think it would change your outlook on life after a month. I mean, if you did watch something very profound.
Yeah,
Darling in the Franxx does hit the spot. But
Darling, in like the anime that I'm into, it like hits different. I don't know. It's like they I don't know. There's this TikTok thing how like it's saying romance animes, they give you some sort of false sense of what love is, and I don't know. I kind of agree with it in a way. All this romance that's conveyed through these series, it's very
It's
I
very
don't know.
ideal. It's a very
Yeah, it's like the perfect. It's like a utopian sense of what love is supposed to be. Like,
Ideal.
yeah,
It is ideal. You don't see
UK.
that in like real life.
you won't.
true.
It's not like you're gonna wake up one day in a woman's body and magically like find out that you've been switching bodies for the last month, and your destiny is to find the girl that you've been switching bodies with, and you do on the top of a mountain just because you drank some alcohol.
That's the plot.
It is the plot of Your Name, yes. And to find out that it's been happening in your family for generations, and plot twist, it's you guys are 7 years apart, so you try to look for your partner, but she doesn't recognize you because you're 3 years too early.
What the heck?
It's
That's
a
the
very
pl-
it's a very confusing plot line. But my point is that yes, like as Miguel said, they give you such an ideal way of what love is, and I don't know, like 90% of people that are into this type of anime would agree. Like it's I've seen a lot of people on TikTok get in the feels just because they can't find a girl like my son from
my
Bunny
son.
Girl Senpai, the girl that everyone simps for.
Might I remind you before we carry
It's
on?
very corny.
It is currently no Sim September. If any of you simps, I will be forced to execute you.
Domino.
Thank you.
Hey.
Anyway, see Matthew, since you're not that big a dweeb, he isn't the biggest dweeb. He's just happened to watch anime before. I just wanted to know how anime's impacted you in comparison to like someone like Martin, for example, who's only recently gotten into it.
Thanks for asking, existence. For me, actually, I don't know. To be honest, I treat anime like just most forms of entertainment. Like I don't really have like a discrepancy between Hollywood or like Netflix original series or anime. I just treat it the same, like just like a series to watch. Definitely like all entertainment. It's just like an escape from reality, I guess. And like if you're stressed out, you can just watch something. You can watch it by yourself. And I think that's a good thing. Yeah.
Yeah, I get you. I get you. Like, cause Matthew's a producer, kind of. I mean, like he's more of a producer than anyone else in our class, so I'm just gonna call him a producer. But he's like, he was the guy that technically kind of sponsored the last podcast. Like,
Thank you.
you're welcome. It was very nice working with you, and like, he used Cowboy Bebop as a music video, so it's interesting seeing, even though he's only like he only watches it kind of sometimes as a fun little side thing. It's left enough of an impression that he uses it in production
So
and
yeah,
such.
building up on what you said, I think like most people like I don't know, they don't really like appreciate it. I think there's a sort of a stigma between watching anime, like hence weeb and all that stuff, I guess.
Yeah,
And I think it's not really about the work itself, but I think it's just the way people carry themselves, I guess. And there's nothing wrong. There's always a way to express yourself. But I think that's just problem with people in general. They just tend to judge too quick. What about you guys, Declan, Miguel?
yeah, fair enough.
Okay. Nah, I just choked.
What?
You go.
Anyone that wants to go, go.
Yeah, anyone.
Cherryman, go
Anyway,
first.
it's up. Like just
No.
say your opinion. Just go for it.
Okay, fine. I'll just mine. Okay, so how has it impacted my life? In a sense, it's kind of been used as like a social like agent, I guess. Like it kind of like helps be relatable to other people. Like as Matt said, it's used as a source of entertainment, right? And with entertainment comes conversation. We can talk about the same sort of like entertainment, sort of like you know what I mean. Like you have like games like you all play like League. You all talk about League. A topic of speech.
Yeah, I definitely agree.
Yeah, it's like
Definitely
a
a topic of
bridging
speech.
point of connection with other people. I get you.
Yeah. With regards to the actual like how an anime specifically affects someone, definitely like romantic animes Martin has been watching can deaths affect people. Not that I get affected by them, but like just how I can see other people getting affected them.
You're making it sound like a negative effect.
Not necessarily negative. I never said it was bad.
You
It has
sound
a
like
very-
sending my
A bit of
wrath.
shade.
I'm just saying. It's an observation.
Hey, true. I agree with that point as well. Sometimes it can have a negative effect, like all things, bro. Like, we talk about video game addictions or like stuff
Yeah,
like that.
yeah.
Like, no doubt you can get addicted to anime, and like,
Yeah,
it's just a thing.
yeah, exactly. I don't have anything bad. I personally don't have an addiction to it, I would say, but I find it a good source of like entertainment, especially to get like rid of like stress from exams or like or even it's a good like hideaway, I guess.
Yeah, no doubt, no doubt.
Yeah.
You wouldn't do anime.
No, what if I would?
It's like oh my gosh. It's like those cheesy smoking, anti-drug ads, except replace that with like smoking or drinking or whatever with anime.
Well,
Well,
fair enough. But how about Migs or Dom or yeah?
Dominoes, do you want to say something or what do you want me to say?
I already said something. Or like, just waiting to hear your opinions.
So Migs, do you wanna?
Do you want to go first? I can go first.
Nah, you can go first. You can go first.
Okay. Well, listening to what everyone else has said, I honestly agree with everything. To be fair, I would like to expand on what Matthew and Martin have touched on with the escape reality sense that anime and entertainment as a whole provides. So, like I said before, in terms of Martin's slice of life slash romance genres, they present sort of a ideal slash quintessential environment or
Yeah,
situation.
quintessential.
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 Some S.
Okay.
Big one.
And basically, personally, while I know that anime is definitely sort of a entertainment, and you're supposed to just watch it to have fun. There's a certain point where you realize that compared to our world's really crappy. And so, like, whenever I watch a idealistic or like quintessential anime, there's always reflection, like, never take things for granted, dude.
I'll build
Yeah,
on
true,
your point
true.
actually. Like, I'll kind of take the opposite actually. Because like sometimes like the opposite, like the animes are like really messed up. I don't know if you've watched it, but I watched this one called Berserk, and like
Yeah.
it's
yeah,
really
you
like.
recommended it to us.
I think on the other hand, it can present a situation where like you can appreciate the reality that you're in as
Yeah.
well.
You can
Like
take both perspectives. Like you could either like be grateful
There's
for
both
like
sides,
what you have, or you could also yeah.
To be fair, that's why isekai animes and romance animes are so popular because of that precise point.
Yeah.
It allows people
Yeah,
to
true,
connect
true.
to it and project themselves onto the characters more easily.
Mm,
Yes.
Money.
very true.
Very true.
Any other opinions or anything?
Dominic?
Uh,
Domino.
Okay,
go,
well,
Domino.
ooh. Well, to build up on the whole idea of escaping reality, right? It gets to a point where it just becomes questionable. Like there's people where like there's like you guys like if there's dudes with like
I like neck beards and like all that
like
stuff,
in
kind of.
like literally indulges themselves in these things, right? Like we're talking
Hardcore
about body
weeaboos.
pillows.
Yes.
Like
Oh,
you guys,
Yeah.
you guys are aware of like
The
fetishes.
stereotype.
Speaking of, do you
On
guys
the-
want to
okay,
chip
wait.
in to buy Miguel
Okay.
a body pillow for his birthday?
Disclaimer,
Yeah.
I don't own anything of the like.
No, but I think that's
Not yet.
They sell those kind of size pillows over at Costco. We just need to get a cover.
Oh yeah, guys, if you want Miguel to get a body pillow, please like and subscribe.
Like and subscribe.
Like
Leave
and
a comment
subscribe.
on what
No,
you want
We
If
need
we
to
to.
do
get a
it-
sponsorship so we can buy him a body pillow.
Yes.
Agreed. But please do. It really helps us, the podcast as well. And I will send a picture to everyone who wants to see the body pillow. If they
Yes.
want information on
Should
it.
we tag our Instagram?
I'll like link to you guys if you
I
want.
think he's really responsible for that.
Alright.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, how about how
Right.
people have reacted to you like in anime or
Ooh.
Weep.
Wait, but before we go
I have
further,
been bullied all my life because of anime.
Sure.
Especially because of
Guys,
Dominic Sagan.
Guys, you
He's a
guys-
guy from my school.
you guys are forgetting
I don't know.
Domino's. Oh my gosh, we haven't asked him yet. Oh wait, we have. Okay.
We did.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Guys,
What about you, Exerted?
Okay, so the way this second part went isn't kind of really the trajectory I was kind of aiming for, but that's fine. It's fine. It's fine. I'll just like discuss for the way I was looking at it for my part, just like.
By the way,
Yeah. Anyway, I'll just like keep going on the way that I was trying to go with this conversation, the kind of trajectory I was looking at. So I was more looking at it like for you guys to discuss it on a more personal level. Like for example, like one of the big memories I had was there's this anime Shinibu. I forgot the full name. It was basically about like middle school syndrome where there's that stage mostly in Japanese people's life. I think it happens to other people too, where like you kind of think that you're a superhero person or like someone from an anime, something like that, or just like a protagonist
like the
from like
main character of some sort of.
yeah, kind of like
yeah,
a main
yeah.
character type deal, except
Main
it's
character
more.
syndrome.
So you think that everything revolves around you,
Not
sort of thing,
necessarily,
or
not necessarily, but it's kind of like more like you're important and you're the main character of a kind of fantasy type story. It's usually like a
alright,
fantasy anime setting, not like a realistic. Oh yeah, I'm the main character of this show, which is also living on Earth. That's just an edgy person. Yeah,
Cool.
yeah, but I got sidetracked. Anyway, the point was back when we watched that, like even though we weren't that kind of like invested in that kind of thing, we were I guess a bit too old for being a Shinibu type person. We still really liked that kind of idea, and we started like a kind of class. Warning, this is kind of cringe, but like whatever. I still have fun memories of this.
fine.
It's all good.
Like Ace and I way back when we started kind of like a kind of clan. It's sort of Dragon Guild clan, and like he went and made like full pamphlets and stuff and everything for it and handed it out to his friends and stuff.
Was that
Bruh.
that guild card that you showed?
Yeah, it was that one. It was that one. I
Yeah,
forgot I had it, bro. I was
you
going to
showed me today.
legit. I was going through my stuff like a couple of nights ago. I was cleaning my room and I found it and I was like, oh, bro.
The nostalgic feeling.
Yeah, it's full nostalgia, man. It was like,
It's good. It's good.
yeah,
It just
I
shows
can't.
that anime can build relationships between people,
Yeah, it's
and
like,
that.
yeah, and also brought people kind of closer and stuff, and that's how it
Yeah.
impacted me personally. It allowed me to get closer to you guys and Ace and stuff.
Mm,
It's was a lot of very fun memories for me.
yeah.
And
Like-
yeah. What were you saying?
Yeah. So like, just to build on that, like my experiences with anime bringing people closer together is with like, Inurate me and Miguel actually, because before I started watching Attack on Titan, right? Miguel and I were we didn't talk actually. Sorry, not Miguel. Cherryman. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
Oh yeah.
Me and
Hoi.
Domino are best friends for life, so that's a lie.
Nah. Wait, what? But
Are you
Guess
saying
we
about
can
me
do.
not being your friend or not talking to you?
yeah, that. Like I think like Cherryman, I think like had a negative. Would you say? Would you say
What?
no? Not like listen, like before year 8, right? Like I don't I got this almost negative feeling out of you. I don't know. It was just me.
Whoa!
Damn,
No,
Pete?
okay.
Damn, bro. Am
No,
I
no,
negative? for you?
no,
Damn.
no. In year 7,
First
of course.
impressions?
No, this is in year 7.
Maybe.
Right.
Alright.
Right, but
Well,
no, but the point I'm trying to make is anime can bring people together. Like
I
because
agree.
ever since I told Miguel or Miguel found out that I watched Attack on Titan, right? Him, Simon, and I, we built this almost relationship based off that,
Aw.
where like
Oh,
uh
that's cute.
yeah.
Wait, Dom. Oh, sorry, Dominoes. I got a
Yes,
question.
yes.
Why did you
What?
have a bad feeling of
Why do I have a bad feeling on? I don't know.
Cherryman?
Is it because he
You,
puffed his chest out a lot?
no, you guys know how I was in year 7. So I was just thinking like
I'll be down.
maybe it was because of that. But besides that, I reckon that Attack on Titan, the anime that we had in common, that we were watching at the time, kind of built or started this, I guess, relationship that we have today.
I mean, as I said before, it kind of like made a bridging sort of connection, I guess. It's sort of a way of discussing or having conversation with a person to understand their true feelings. But
yeah.
I mean, that was just the basis of it, I reckon.
Yeah, and the same thing goes to Simon as well, because he too was in the anime as well, right? And funny story actually, Miguel and I were way ahead of Simon story wise, right? And there was this inside joke between us three where Miguel, you probably remember this, is where like we tried not to spoil it to Simon, and when we
I
do,
literally spoil it for him just to annoy him. That's the joke.
and then he just goes ape shit. But yeah,
Moral of the story:
What is the moral of the story?
don't piss off your friends,
Moral of
guys.
the story,
the
anime
moral of the
is
story is that anime is gay.
fair.
Amen.
I reckon we can all agree.
Okay, agreed. Alright, that's the moral of the story.
Moral of the story? What would I say the moral of the story is? Yeah, like same thing, like anime. Anime can be a foundation block to your relationship.
You guys know how to say that more simply?
How?
Weebs together strong.
It's one of the
Agreed. I agree.
Okay.
agree.
Okay, this
It's
is getting
medium.
horny. This is getting horny. Bro.
Whoa!
Did you say horny?
No, I said corny.
And that's when we go into hentai.
Anime time.
No. I said corny. I said corny.
Oh,
Yeah.
Oh, so
I was almost excited.
so let's look at hentai.
So
Alright,
again, then.
should we end it there?
Should we end it there, boys?
That was a nice.
I reckon that was a good run.
That's a
Content.
good run. I agree.
So yeah.
Thank you, our host, Exertin, for
Yes, thank
this
you as well.
wonderful
Thank you for having us here.
chat.
Thanks for everyone coming on.
Thank you.
This is
Thank
6
you.
weebs in a pod, and we're about to end. Thank you.
And
Thank
final
you.
message, once again, about Miguel's
It sucked.
Please
It
like and
sucked that
subscribe
Ace
to get
couldn't
it,
get
so that we can
back
get it
on
for
here.
Konbanwa, sayonara.
Like and subscribe.
Domo arigatou gozaimasu.
All of you guys are weird. Okay, bye.
Is it too loud?
Shut the fuck up.
Who wants to play League? Fuck. Bro.